Hello everyone. In this video, we will be discussing on Kubernetes architecture. So Kubernetes architecture consists of two main layers. One is the control plane and other is the worker nodes. The control plane has four main components, which is Kube API server, etcd, scheduler, and Kube controller manager. Kube API server is the front door to Kubernetes. So every command you run using kubectl or any UI automation talks to the Kube API server. Then we have etcd, which is a distributed key value store, which saves cluster information, or I would say cluster state, what pod exists, the configurations, secrets, etc. And then we have kube scheduler. This decides which node each pod should run on. And finally, we have kube controller manager. This keeps the system in a desired state. That means if a pod dies, it recreates it. So that's all about a high level information about control plane and its components. And then we have the worker nodes. So worker nodes consist of a kubelet, a kube proxy, and container runtime. Kubelet runs on every node. So it makes sure containers are healthy and match the pod spec. Then we have kube proxy, which handles network routing between services and pods. And finally, the container runtime that empowers Kubernetes to run containers effectively. Now let's open Docker Desktop. So I have Docker Desktop already running here. In the Docker Desktop, if we go to settings, we have an option to enable Kubernetes. So I have already enabled it. Now let me go to terminal and do a kubectl config get context. So here we can see the Kubernetes clusters configured. So in my case, I have only configured Docker Desktop for now. Let me just quickly do kubectl cluster info. Yeah, you can see the control plane is running. Now let's do a kubectl get nodes. Yeah, since this is a minikube, we only have one node, and that serves as control plane. Now I'll explore kubectl get pods -n kube system, which will give us the control plane components. So these are the ones we discussed. In addition to that, we have core DNS, which is used as a DNS service for internal name resolution. And then we have a storage provisioner, which will do dynamic volume provisioning. Yeah. Now let's check the node components. So for that, I'll do kubectl get ds-n kube system. Here we can see kubeproxy, which runs as a daemon set in every node. So one replica per node. So that's kubeproxy handling cluster networking. And kubeproxy handling cluster networking. And kubelet isn't visible as a pod. It runs as a system service. So that's the entire Kubernetes brain running locally. The API server, scheduler, controller, etcd, all visible in the Docker desktop. So that's it for now. In the next video, we'll dive into pods, the smallest deployable unit. That's it for now. See you in the next one. Thank you.